hello, and welcome to After Dark Talk Radio. I'm just gonna, oh man, I was gonna put in my link for my link tree because it's got all my other stuff on there if you want to join. But I can't spell intuition. Oh no, I spelled it right. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure that it comes up. Okay, good. Now let me just pin this. Oh, come on, let me pin. Let me do it. It's not letting me pin it. That's okay. Maybe I can pin it here. Nope. Oh, pain in the bottom. That's okay. Anyways, that's my link. If you are just joining me for the very first time, welcome. My name is Christine Renee. I am the owner of After Dark Intuition, and we are here on my show, After Dark Talk Radio, which will soon be a podcast. Most likely, the way that will work is I will have my daily Wednesdays here, and then we'll just pop it over onto a podcast. So maybe like on Fridays or something, so I have time to process it and do whatever it is that I need to do. To make it into a little podcast. And I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I am almost there. I did create the cover for that. I'm not sure if you saw that this week, but I am super excited about that. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So if you are just catching me for the very first time, again, my name is Christine Renee, and I'm the owner of After Dark Intuition. I have this group. We're in my group, so hopefully you have been watching me and learning from me, and hopefully you're enjoying this. And hopefully you're enjoying my group. I give away a lot of free things within here. Every week we come live 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. And I'm also a 2 times best-selling author. If you are interested in purchasing my books, I have Magdalene Rising, which is my woo-woo dragon energy kind of book. And then my other, which is Rebel Romance. And that is a erotica book. It is a fiction piece that I wrote, a little while ago. It was so amazing to write. It was so much fun. I do have plans for another book. This will be I'll be the single author in this one. And that's percolating. I know I've said that for a couple of weeks, but it really is like I'm ready to type, just ready to type. I just haven't done it yet. I think as I have 1,010,000 other things going on, but yeah, so that one is called Rebel Romance. And they're both $19.99. If you're interested in purchasing those, just shoot me a message and I'll send you an invoice on PayPal and I can ship those right out to you. I'll sign them and everything. It's so much fun. Let's see what else. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I studied Usui Holy Fire 3 Reiki. So I love to pass that on when I do have the opportunity. So if you're interested in learning Reiki, please let me know. I do level 1, 2, 3, whatever. For we could do online sessions, whatever. I have in-person sessions here as well. And if you're just looking for Reiki treatment, I do in-person sessions or I do online sessions as well. I think it was a few weeks ago, we did a distance Reiki session for After Dark Talk Radio, and it was amazing, like impressive. So if you like healing, so if you have not watched that yet, please go back and watch that. It was hot. It was good. It was good. Very healing. Let's see. What else did I want to say before we get started? Oh, I am opening up, and this is very important. I am opening up 3 one-on-one sessions with me. So I have 3 spaces available, and they are going to be $2,222, and they will get you one-on-one access to me. And that would be 1 meeting a week, and then also, coaching session a week, and then also Voxer support. And you would get access to my whole suite of packages. So I have a past package called A Call to Confidence. That is a fabulous package. And then I also have my newest, which is Empower from Within. And then I have Soul Investigations, which is my 30-day journal prompts. So that would be a great, spectacular deal if you are interested in that. $2,222, pay in full. We can, if you're interested in a payment plan. And if you just want to chat about it, let me know. I do have free 30-minute consultations. If you just want to see if we're the right fit, right? Like I know meeting us online is totally different than us actually chatting in person. So I get it. Totally want to have a chat. Let's have a chat. I'm in. And I think those are on, I put them on my website, but I don't know if I have a link. In fact, the link's in here. I just posted it in After Dark Intuition, the group, The Art of Confidence and Empowerment. I just posted it a few weeks ago, or last week. So, but it is on my website as well. I'll make sure that there's the logo properly there. But it's 30-minute free consultation, complimentary consultation if you're interested to chat. If not, or if you just want to DM me, that works too. All right. So this week I want to really dive in. And then we will talk about a couple of other little things. So this week's teachings are really all about want versus need. And I have to tell you something too. This is hilarious. I switched from using my phone to using StreamYard. And so now, like, I've got this wide space here, and I'll put these on YouTube too eventually. So once I start getting the podcast up, so that you can have a video log as well, because it's kind of, I like doing things in person, like this, so you can see my face. But I like the whole idea of the podcast. But what's funny with this StreamYard is I end up not knowing where I really want to look. So I'll look at the camera, which I'm doing right now, but then I'll look at myself. But then that looks weird when I go to rewatch it, and I can't tell what's best. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. But just want to let you know I'm struggling with that. It's kind of funny. But what I really want to talk about this week is want versus need. So let's dive in to the needs first. And the reason why I want to discuss needs first is because needs sometimes are basic needs. So if we're not being fed, if we're having trouble clothing ourselves, if we're having trouble putting a roof over our head, it gets very difficult to really even consider any of our wants, right? To consider any of those things that are external, that are not for our best and greatest good. So we talk about, I don't know if you've ever heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Basically, the point is, before you can be self-actualized, which is the top of the hierarchy, right, of needs here, you must take care of the basics first. So we're talking food, we're talking clothing, we're talking love. Okay. So all of that support, all of that familial support, right, that you were supposed to receive when you were a child, sometimes that doesn't necessarily happen the way that we really would like it to happen, right? I've talked about this in the past, where some people have received adverse childhood experiences. These are experiences that have happened to us between the years of 0 and 17 years. If we're not getting these clean, clear cut, supportive relationships where, our family's loving us, and our family's, hugging us, and our family's giving us all of these positive experiences, we end up with some of these other traumatic experiences, especially if we've had some actual trauma, or if we have had, bullying, if we have had, our parents yelling at us constantly, if we've had, maybe a mother or father that has been an alcoholic, or if we've had a couple of, many other things, and then all of them compounded together. So if you've had about 4 of these, it's about a 1 in 8 ratio of people that have at least 4 or more of these adverse childhood experiences. And if you have 4 or more of these cause you to actually have neurological dysfunction. You end up having physical and psychological issues down the line. You end up then abusing and utilizing drugs or going down a whole different road, having neuro or having psychological problems, right? And then all of these things, they just layer on top and top and on top of each other, and then it ends up where we end up having an early death because of all of these things. So we talk about, these are just the adverse childhood experiences that you're experiencing from 0 to 17. Okay, so we talk about not making and not allowing or not receiving all of the needs that we require in between then 0 and 17 years. What happens from 17 to 50, right? And we're still not receiving some of the needs and things that we actually need to survive, right? We go back and forth between, sometimes we have what we need and sometimes we don't have what we need, but we need to ensure that our basic needs are being taken care of, and that does include love. Okay, so food, water, shelter, basic needs. So these are coming back down to the basics, right? If we're not taking care of these things and we're not receiving that, the food, if we're not receiving, and have this stuff coming in regularly, then we're definitely having traumatic experiences because we don't know where our next meal is coming from. We don't know where we're sleeping for the night. We don't know, we don't have any sort of relationships with people, right? And these are all things that we as humans actually require. So when we don't have those basic needs met is when we really have trouble then actually moving on, even considering what it is that we desire in life, right? So if we can't meet the basic needs, and then we have all these desires in life because we live in, in this society where everybody just gets whatever they want whenever they want it, right? It's like an immediate need, right? We want it. We order something from Amazon and they offer to have it to us by 4 o'clock the next morning, right? Like I can order right now. It's 8:43 p.m. I could go place an order on Amazon and have it delivered to me by 4 a.m. How ridiculous is that? I mean, it's convenient. Don't get me wrong. I do love it and I have used it, but are you kidding me? Like, we're really, 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 really screwing ourselves down the line because we are such an immediate response. Text messages. You send a text message and you get a reply right away. Like, whoa, that is just insane. You send a text message and you get a reply right away from someone across the world. How bonkers is that, right? So here's this society that we are living in that is 100% just 100% based on immediate response, right? Immediate response. You want something, you ask for it, you get it. And that's not necessarily how the world works on a regular basis, right? Some of the things that we want and desire are things that we have to work for, or things that we have to work towards, or things that we have to wait for. We ask for things through the universe, through God, through source on a regular basis, and we want it now. Of course we want it now. We live in this society where it's just immediate gratification over and over and over and over again, right? So this is the difficulty. This is the difficulty because, here we are. We're in my group. My group is the Art of Confidence and Empowerment. We talk about wanting the confidence and the empowerment immediately. We want to feel it immediately. And we want to feel it immediately because of this immediate gratification. But unless we have some of these basic needs set up for ourselves, our food, our water, our clothing, our roof over our head, our children taken care of, our husband taken care of, oh my God, I totally want to digress and I'll digress in a second. But if we want to move on to our wants and to our desires, we have to take care of our basic needs first, because we don't then feel like we can move on to those wants and desires because we're stuck taking care of and thinking about the basic needs that we need, have to take care of, right? And it's almost like a have to, right? Because we have to eat to survive. We have to drink water to survive. We have to be clothed to function in society. We need to take care of our children because they're relying on us for their wants and their needs, right? And their desires. So it's important that we actually fulfill all of these basic needs first so that we can then move on to the desires. And part of those basic needs is actually love, right? Self-love, love for, and communication for others, the whole family situation. We are born and raised in this society. We are born and raised into families. We have parents, we have moms, we have dads, we've got grandparents, brothers, sisters, right? And we are raised in these little pods of people, and that's who our family is. And that's who we get to grow up with. That's who we're assigned to, right? And it's important that we realize that that is important as well, and that those relationships are important. I've talked about this before, where COVID really screwed us up, right? It really gave us some really difficult situations because we weren't receiving those interactions, right? We weren't receiving those interactions even between our family members, because sometimes some of our family members were stuck way over here and we were stuck way over here, right? And we couldn't be in the same room, we couldn't be in the same hospitals, we couldn't do the things that we were completely used to doing. And it really screwed up a lot of people, right? There's a lot of mental health issues that have come out of this situation, right? This past situation. And it is really part of some of the basic needs that we require in life. We require that contact. We require the emotion. We require the feelings. We require our thought processes, right? We're thinking people. We're strategizers, right? We like to consider, we like to reflect, we like to strategize, we like to figure out things, right? We're very smart, we're very intelligent. We have extreme intelligence. Okay. Let me digress for a second. I want to talk about my husband. I can't remember what I was going to say about him, but like I totally lost that. I was going to say something to the effect that, because we had a conversation earlier, and it wasn't a conversation about me, but it made me feel bad. And I got like, I am so the type of person that gets like 100% like an umbrella comes over me, and I just want to like go hide if I've had like something happen to me. Oh, I've got something else to tell you guys. Oh my god, I totally forgot. And so we had this conversation earlier, and it didn't go the way that I wanted. It wasn't a bad conversation. It was just like I misunderstood what he was feeling. He was feeling stressed. And I totally like shut down for like 20 minutes. And I was like, "Oh my god, I don't even want to do my live tonight." I totally journaled. And thank God I did, because I think that's what helped everything. Is I get good response from myself when I journal. So I totally journaled about the situation, and it cleared up right away. He came down like 10 minutes later and was like, "Hey babe, blah, blah, blah," and I was like, "Oh, I thought you were mad at me," or I thought, I totally took it wrong. And he's like, "No, no, 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 no." I was like, "Oh, whew." And then I felt better, like all by myself. But that's when it comes to that whole love and desire to please, right? So I do still have people pleaser tendencies, not like a bunch, but he's my husband. Like I want to make sure that he is good, right? Like we're on the same page. And yeah, so I didn't expect that to happen right before this. But anyways, just total side story. And we were talking about, no, not talking about, but I wanted to share something else with you guys this week. So this week I had 2 posts where people were absolutely hating on my my look, my face, and using filters. Like right now, I'm not using a filter. This is me. I don't know. It's me. I have light, but so when I do my like my reels, or no, there's 3 people. When I do reels or whatever, I use filters. I like them. I think they're cute. They smooth out my face. Like I got lines, man, like I'm getting older, whatever. Um, and so I use filters, and 2 men totally commented on my look. Like one was making fun of my eyebrows, the other was making fun of me having lashes, and I was like, you can make fun of me all you want, but I'm just going to block you. Like, this is my page, my reel, my whatever. And you know what? Here's the thing about that is that's the confidence, right? That's the confidence in myself. I don't care what people say. I mean, did it bother me for like 5 minutes? Yeah, of course. I was like, well, who are you? Until I realized and remembered, I'm like, wait a minute. No, I forget these people. I'm good with being me. You know what I mean? I love me. I don't care what people think. I love my hair. I love my lashes. I love my eyebrows. I love my makeup. I love my everything, right? I do my nails too. If I started joking around in my head, and I was like, well, you know what? Like if you don't like my eyelashes, and you don't like my eyebrows, and you don't like whatever else they were complaining about, I'm like, well, I shower every day. You probably don't like that we wear clothes, because I've got a choice on which clothes I can wear. I'm like, I wear makeup, like, ooh, bad. Like I brush my teeth, that's artificial, right? Let's see what else. I was like, wait, I wear socks, shoes, you know what I mean? Like I put lotion on my face, so is that natural? No. Like you know what I mean? Like you could just totally go downhill. I'm like, dude, I don't have time for you people. So I was just like, look, done. But you know what? There's a lesson in that, right? Because often, especially when your stuff starts getting seen by more and more people, like, part of you gets a little bit nervous. You're like, oh. And then the part of me got really excited because I was like, you know what? That means my stuff is being seen by real people, and they're really commenting. And even if they're haters and they're commenting on weird stuff, it still means that my stuff is being seen. Like I got super excited, and I got all like, yes, so happy. I was so excited. But that's just where the confidence comes in. I don't need the outside validation from others to know and feel comfortable with myself, right? I'm confident in my own skin. I'm confident in myself. I just like the things I do. It's entertaining for me, right? I love how I look. I love how I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. I love my hair. I love the fact that I've got, oh, I should put my glasses on. I've got blue blocker glasses, except it reflects. I got these. They're so cute. They're Diff blue blocker glasses, but it really does reflect a lot. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but I like to wear them at night because, well, I wear them during the day too at work because I've got so many monitors at work, but it's just crazy. But back to, I really digressed there a little bit, but obviously right on point with the art of confidence and empowerment is, that confidence, right? You don't need that external validation. When I've talked, the past few weeks, we've talked about permission. I don't need permission for anybody else. It was my reel. This is my live, my talk radio show. I don't need anybody else's permission. I don't need their permission to, look the way I look. I don't need your acceptance either. It's me. I like me for me. So whatever. So back to that want versus need. So when we have accomplished, and I'm not saying that you can't have your wants when not every single basic need is met. But our goal in life is to meet those basic needs so we can then continue to grow and continue to move forward towards our desires, right? So it's determining what those basic needs are, which we've got the standards, we've got, food, water, et cetera, the clothing, everything that I've already said, and then moving on to our desires. what is it that you are actually desiring, and how do we determine that? What makes you feel confident? What makes you feel empowered, right? What makes you feel like there's other things in your life that you will get to accomplish because of you fulfilling these wants and these desires. Like I desired to go on a trip with my coach to Maui, and you know what, like that's amazing, and I get to go do that. I'm super excited, and I'm super 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 thrilled that that is totally a want and a desire. You know what I mean? It's definitely not a basic need, right? I don't have to go to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, and I'm super excited that I get to go to Hawaii. But like that's important for me, because I've met all my basic needs, and now I get to function and focus on some of my wants and some of my desires. And you get to do that too. You get to focus on anything that you would like, but it's important that we take care of some of these basic needs first. So let's talk about soul investigations really quick, and then we'll go back into a little bit of um, where else we're going. Where else we're going. I'm just not making sense right now. Um, so soul investigations, let's just talk about that briefly. I want to let you know I have that on sale. I have that available right now for $22. That is a 30-day journal prompt Facebook group. So it's $22. You get you get a journal prompt every single day, and you could just go ahead and post into the group what it is, that your answer to the journal prompt, or just, journal separately by yourself. And it's just a private Facebook group, and you could do that. But it's really a soul investigation. It's really getting deep into your soul, asking yourself those true, deep questions, we go into a lot. We go into, how you're feeling, what it is what are your truest desires? How do you get to your truest desires, right? How do you determine what your truest desires are? Where do some of your blocks come from? Like where is that confidence block coming from? Where is that empowerment block coming from? Have there been traumas in the past, etc.? So we really dive deep into some of those. It's like an investigation into your own soul, right? So $22 for a 30-day program, and that is just a journal prompt a day. So it's a commitment on your own. It is something that you get to do on your own, and you can share if you so choose. But that is a private Facebook group, $22. And there is a link on my link tree, which I have posted in the comments here on this live. So if you're interested in that, and if you watch this on the replay, please hashtag replay, and I will answer any questions that you may have. Also, if you would like to book that consultation session, that I believe, let me see if that's on my link tree. I thought I put it on there. Let me just take a look. Okay. Let me take a look. I know I was double checking last week that connect with me via email is on there. Yep. Soul Investigations is on there. 30 days of journal prompts. And yeah, nope. I will put the consultation on there. I don't have the consultation on there, but I will put that on there as well. So if you want to give me a shout, absolutely feel free. And all right, so let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, one of the last things that I really want to talk about in regards to the wants versus needs is when your physical needs are taken care of first. That's positive, right? But when you still have all of these desires that you want to take care of and that you really want to move forward with, if you write them all down, right? You can write down what your physical needs are that you need to take care of, and then also write down at least one desire, okay? Because you want to be able to call that desire in, and you want to start working on that desire. So what I suggest is writing down all the basic needs that you want. And then also, in addition, write down at least one desire so that it's not overwhelming and so that it's not unreachable. It's one. It's just one. And when you start breaking it down to smaller little chunks, you can be able to actually step forward a little bit faster, right? You have that realization, okay, one, I could do one, right? I can fulfill one want, one desire, right? So just writing down the one and then all of your needs on this side and the one want, and you can focus on those things and move forward with them as you so choose. And I think that would really, really help if you can just take care of your needs and one at a time, even take care of your needs one at a time, and then add that one desire. And then as you take care of that, check that off and then move on to the next one. So that is what I suggest. So I hope you have enjoyed. This is a pretty quick live this evening, but I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, please feel free. Like I said, again, I am opening up 3 coaching sessions per week. 3 clients. So I'm taking 3 clients because I would only be able to fit in 3 per week. And they are 2,222. And that comes with my A Call to Confidence and Empower from Within and Soul Investigations. And those are all things that you could do on your own. So if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me, ask me anything, and we'll go from there. So I hope you have a fabulous evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you watch this on the replay, please hashtag replay. And I hope you have a good night. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.